Yeah, my name is Rodrigo de Toledo, also called Rodrigo de Toledo. So this is a work that is like several years in the making. It's a fictional mythology, and started in 2005. It started as a personal, or what I would call the personal mythology, and turned out into a more fictional mythology as I added more to it, a more systematic elements and stories to it. I was inspired by looking inside and trying to express the contents of my imagination, and then I figured that it could be a fictional mythology. I felt like there was sort of an underlying repeated theme, and so that looked like a mythology, a personal mythology. And so I started slowly to see these repeated symbols, repeated imagery and icons as I started creating this artwork. And it became a more systematic approach as years went by, and as I studied some myths and some different mythologies like the Gnostics, Buddhist mythology and symbols, and Christian and even Hindu. And I started to incorporate some of the myths, but sort of with my own imagery, of course. Yeah, people tend to look at this artwork and see there's a lot of detail packed into it. I have a catalog that explains a lot of the iconography and the symbols. They're all very interconnected. So I hope people see that there's all these symbols interconnected, and they get curious about figuring out the meaning and what's this connection between them, and trying to understand the underlying stories and myths that are there. So I hope people start identifying the symbols here and there and trying to make connections, basically. The underlying story there is a story of about the ego and about humans, the illusion of feeling disconnected from the universe or the cosmos. So that's the underlying myth. That's why it's called the myth of the incomplete self. It's a concept show because it's the whole mythology is presented there. There's a catalog, and all explained. There's even a board that explains so the mythology is all there. So this is different from probably things I will do in the future in terms of new shows.